Welcome back to the Way of the Warrior. Today, we're going to talk about the forgotten history of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It wasn't what you think. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel for more in-depth martial arts analysis. Now let's get into the topic. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is often seen as a sport for the cage, but its origins are far deeper. Before the bright lights and pay-per-view events, BJJ was forged in the chaos of street challenges and real-world confrontations. Its roots stretch back to a time before organized MMA, shaped by the need for smaller individuals to overcome larger, stronger opponents. The art was tested not in sterile dojos, but in gyms, streets, and public challenges, where reputation and safety were on the line. To truly understand BJJ, we must look past modern sport and see the raw survival instincts that shaped it. It's a martial art born from necessity, refined through relentless experimentation, and proven in the harshest laboratory: real combat. This is not just the history of a sport, but the story of an idea, where technique and intelligence triumph over brute force. Let's journey back to where it all began. The story of BJJ begins with Mitsuyo Maeda, a Japanese judo master sent abroad to spread his art. Arriving in Brazil in 1914, Maeda was a prize fighter, testing his skills in no-rules matches against all comers. In Brazil, he met Helio Gracie, and as thanks for his help, Maeda taught his son, Carlos Gracie. Carlos absorbed Maeda's ground-focused, practical techniques, designed for real fights, not just sport. In 1925, Carlos opened the first Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Academy in Rio, issuing the famous Gracie Challenge: anyone, any style, any size. These public challenges became the crucible for the art, with Carlos and his brothers fighting all comers and refining their system after every match. Each fight was a test, revealing what worked and what didn't against resisting opponents. Through this relentless cycle, Maeda's judo evolved into something uniquely Brazilian. The seed planted by Maeda had found fertile ground. While Carlos was the visionary, it was his brother Helio who revolutionized the art. Frail and unable to rely on strength, Helio analyzed and modified techniques to work through leverage and efficiency. When he finally taught a class, he realized many moves required power he didn't have, so he adapted them. Helio's innovations made it possible for a smaller person to control and submit much larger opponents. He developed the guard, using his legs and hips to control distance and attack from his back, a radical shift from other martial arts. Helio's personal struggle became the foundation of BJJ's philosophy: technique over strength, leverage over force. His approach transformed weakness into a technical advantage. The art became about understanding leverage, timing, and energy, not just memorizing moves. Helio reverse-engineered Jiu-Jitsu, perfecting it for everyone who wasn't a natural athlete. The Gracie Challenge shaped BJJ, but one fight stands out: Helio Gracie versus Masahiko Kimura in 1951. Kimura, a world-class judoka, outweighed Helio by a large margin, yet Helio survived for 13 minutes using his refined techniques. Though Helio lost by submission, the match proved that his system allowed a smaller man to threaten a much larger elite opponent. The Kimura lock is still named after that legendary bout. As BJJ's reputation grew, the art shifted from street challenges to organized sport, with rules and tournaments. The first federations formed in the 1960s, standardizing the art and making it accessible to a wider community. In 1994, the first World Jiu-Jitsu Championship marked BJJ's arrival as a global sport. The art had evolved from family tradition to international competition. BJJ's global explosion began with the first UFC in 1993. Royce Gracie, chosen for his slender build, shocked the world by defeating larger opponents using BJJ's principles. His victories proved the effectiveness of technique over size, launching a martial arts revolution and the sport of MMA. Demand for BJJ skyrocketed, with academies opening worldwide and the first mundials drawing international competitors. BJJ's journey, born from judo, refined for real combat, revolutionized by Helio, tested in Vale Tudo, and catapulted to fame by the UFC. It's an adaptive, living art, rooted in combat, focused on self-perfection, and now a global phenomenon. Was Maeda, Carlos, or Helio the most critical influence? Each was indispensable. The path of BJJ is one of constant inquiry and evolution. The gentle art story is far from over. If you found this journey interesting, make sure you subscribe to our channel and be a part of our family, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. We would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.